Okay, let's wrap up this first phase of Inferno the right way with an Athlete Next challenge. And you better get used to this one because you're going to see it a couple more times. You see, this is going to set our baseline. And from here, you're going to be able to use this challenge again in subsequent weeks to see how much you're improving, because you're going to improve. And we're going to incentivize forced improvement right now with this challenge. It's called the Heat Wave Challenge, and we're doing burn down. All right, so what does that mean? Well, you're going to be getting two pairs of exercises here. You have a rocket jump and a push-up, and then we're going to go into a second pair, which is a split squat, jump, and inverted row. So there's only 4 exercises that you have to deal with here. How are we going to deal with them? Well, we have heat waves. So the idea is we got to handle this heat index. We got a 100 heat index, a 90 heat index, an 80, a 70, a 60. With each of the 5 waves, it's going down. That's where we have the burn down version of this. You probably already can see where I'm going, that we might have a burn up later on in this program. But for now, we have burn down. So what does that mean, 100? It's just a point total. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to figure out how you're going to attack your workout. This is an open-ended workout for you. But the end goal here is to see how quickly you can complete all of your heat waves. So if we look at the 2 exercises, the rocket jump is our conditioning exercise. I'm going to give you a point every time you log 1 rocket jump. All right, so if I were to sit here right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, I just got 4 points. I'm only 96 away from getting to my 100 heat index goal here for the first wave. And then we get the push-ups. Now, depending upon what alarm level you've been completing your workouts at, that will determine what type of push-up you're going to do. So now, if you've been doing all your workouts at the 1 alarm level, congratulations, first of all, for making it this far, because a lot of guys wouldn't even make it this far, and you need to be commended for that. And we're going to continue to get you and push you to levels that you never thought possible, and I promise you that. So at the 1 alarm level, you're going to be doing a push-up. You're either doing a knee push-up, which is what you've been doing, or you're going to now step up to the next version of the push-up, is a regular push-up. And the reason why I want you to get there is I'm going to incentivize it with a full point. The knee push-ups that you were doing, you're going to only get a half a point for those now. So if I went down to the ground and I was like, you know what? I know I've been doing knee push-ups, but I know I could do some of our regular full push-ups. I might get down on the ground and do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half, 6 and a half, 7, 8. You know what I mean? I might go that way and then hop up and come up. 9, 10, 11, 12. And I just got to go and try to complete that as quickly as possible. You start the clock from the second you start your first rep of the heat wave. You let it run. When you log that last point to 100, stop it, make note of that time and write it down. That's your first heat wave time. You're going to go through until next wave you're going for a 90, next wave an 80, accumulation of point totals of 70 and 60. You mark down your times for all of those, and we're going to add those up at the end, okay? Once you're done, you get a minute rest in between each completed heat wave. Once you've done the whole thing, you get a 2-minute rest here before you move on to the second pair, okay? The second pair. Now all that rest period, this is not counting in your time. Do not count this in your total time. Only the time you were working to go through your heat index number. Next, we have our split squat jump. Oh, and I didn't point out here, the guys that were 2 and 3 alarm level, your half point now is your regular push-up, right? That was what you were doing before. Your full point, we're gonna step it up to a Spider-Man push-up. So it looks like this. Spider-Man push-up down to the ground, like this. We come up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on and so forth. The 4 alarm guys, you get a half a point for a Spider-Man push-up. You get 1 point for every clapping plyo push-up. So you come down here, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you can come up, do some rocket jumps, you go back down, plyo push-ups, maybe do a couple of Spider-Mans for a half point apiece, but that's how you approach it. Now, the second one, the conditioning exercise, split squat jump. Every one is a point. So we're in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? However many, you can knock out 50, 60 if you want. You can crush your legs for the subsequent heat waves, but it's up to you. You can do it however style you want. You come over here to the inverted row. So the level 1 guys, you were doing inverted pull-ups before, if you remember. which was this exercise here, where I brought my feet flat, my butt behind me a little bit here, and I was pulling up like that. That's your half point now. Now, if you want a full point, you're gonna kind of bump up to what the 2 and 3 alarmers were. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? However many, you can knock out 50, 60 if you want. You're gonna try, which was this exercise here, where I brought my feet flat, my butt behind me a little bit here, and I was pulling up like that. That's your half point now. Now, if you want a full point, you're gonna kind of bump up to what the 2 and 3 alarmers were doing before, which is feet flat, butt underneath, your head underneath the bar now, and doing the inverted row. And again, there's nothing stopping you from doing even 5 and 6, and then sliding up, and then kind of cranking out some half point reps that way, and then maybe standing straight up here and doing some split squat jumps again. It's however you get to your total heat index that matters in this workout, in this challenge. The guys that were at the 2 and 3 alarm level, you were doing your before with feet flat. That's now half a point. And now the full point is out on your heels. And the 4 alarmers, the guys that were doing it on their heels, they were basically able to do this version here is now going to be a half a point. And then, of course, your plyo inverted row here counts as a single rep, okay? So challenge yourself, make yourself, conscious of the fact that the time it takes you to reach each heat index is really what matters, and getting there faster is going to be accomplished by choosing higher point totals so you can get there without having to do too many reps, all right? Add up all the times for each of the individual heat waves for here and all the individual times for the heat waves here, and that will give you your total time for this challenge, right? And then you'll be able to gauge yourself on our scoring system. Nice job, everybody. This is not an easy way to finish this month, but it's the right way to finish this month. It's the right way to set you up for what's coming here as we make our way into month 2 of Inferno Shred. Great job, guys.